Yes, I do believe that most men's beauty standards are rooted in pedophilia.
Peace, peace, black family. So I said this years ago and was almost laughed off the internet. One thing we have to understand that is we live in a post-colonial psychology, post-slavery psychology, which means we see everything through the eyes of our oppressors. That double consciousness that we deal with, even our so-called attractions, even our so-called fetishes are seen through the eyes of our oppressors. Okay? And if the oppressors have a culture of PDF files, right, then we will adopt bits and traits of that PDF file culture as well. My ears always go up. They perk up when I hear a man talk about how much he loves a shaved meow. Why do you like that? My ears always perk up when I hear a man say, yeah, she dressed up for me and she be, wearing her little cheerleader outfit. Cheerleader outfit? Cheerleaders are high school girls, are elementary school girls. Why do you want an adult woman to shave her meow and then dress up like a cheerleader? You get what I'm saying? When we have these fetishes of, oh, I'm the naughty teacher and you the student. Like, do we really be paying attention to how close these ideas and fantasies are to PDF files? You get what I'm saying? And then we wondering why we having these cases of women coming out saying, I was this and that by my father. I was SA'd by my father. I was SA'd by my brother. I was SA'd by my uncle. Because low key, a lot of their fetishes are steeped in Eurocentric PDF files, if you know what I mean. And we have to really start coming to a hard stance on that. Not only that, a lot of women play into those fetishes. You know what I'm saying? And that's even sickening. So what you do in your bedroom is not just your business, because you're not going to only do it by yourself. You're going to introduce it to someone else. So we have to stop that idea of, well, what we do in my business, what we do in our bedroom is my business. Well, you ain't doing it by yourself. If you're going to have one partner for the rest of your life, then fine, do whatever you do. But the reality is you are going to do it with someone else eventually and then introduce them to that same sickness. Sex is a social practice that we do privately, period.
We started becoming intimate, and like he just would not stop commenting on how tiny I was compared to him. And it was kind of getting to a point where it was like, okay, like I get it, like I am like small compared to you, but why do you keep bringing that up? Be TMI, but like I just also like don't like hair down there, like, and he also like when he saw that, it's just like the reaction he had to it was like, you are very happy that there's no hair down there. I didn't really notice it at first. So they were subtle, but they were like, when you just catch something, like even if it's a subtle reaction, it just it's ingrained in like what you remember for a reason, because that's usually your gut trying to tell you like, yeah, there's a reason why you noticed that reaction. After I left and like when like some time passed by and we kind of stopped talking anyway, I just looked back and I started thinking like, why was he so like, why was he, what was the big deal about that? And then it instantly clicked. I was like, oh, that was the big deal. He liked that I was much smaller than him and pretty much hairless down there, because it was, yeah,